Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Yeah, hi. Yeah, it's what happens when you run your own studio. Um, there, there are so many things that you have to configure. Yeah, yeah. So, is it clear now? Sweet. Okay. So, yeah, this has been an issue that has been floating around the community and has been used as like a way to blacklist and blackball me and to terrorize me and to terrify me. And it's come to a head finally. I really expected this to be Scientology that would do it, but and was fairly prepared like a year ago, resigned that this was going to happen. So, and what I want to say is how this has been handled is, to me, just grossly irresponsible and shows a complete lack of seriousness about any issue and about important issues, about interpersonal issues, about legal issues. Shows a total lack of seriousness. Um, so, um, what's been put out there by a member of our community is a charge sheet, and along with that charge sheet, a number of lives. There is a adjacent letter writing campaign, and who knows what else to slander and make threats against multiple people, and misrepresenting the facts of this thing that occurred in my past. Some very serious things have been said about this. Very serious. About what did happen declaratively and what I am. And I'm here to say that the way these things have been represented, they are lies. They are lies. The charge sheet is a real thing. It is a document. But what else is real is that this case was adjudicated, dismissed for lack of evidence. It was one of the hardest things that ever happened to, I think, either party, and it's something that I think both of us have always been trying to resolve in our own lives and separately. So yeah, it was dismissed for lack of evidence. This occurred in Massachusetts, which since 2014 has had an enhanced statute procedures for DV cases, where in the eventuality that the spouse or partner declines to testify or prosecute, that the state is mandated to go forward with the case and prosecute. And I was exposed and readily exposed to that extra level of scrutiny. I remember when this statute was passed, and I celebrated its passure due to the fact that I knew that it was going to save lives. The whole point of this is that, I mean, there's a terrible pattern of people being released into the arms of people who do further harm to them and unalive them. And this honestly saved lives. And I was exposed to that scrutiny. The state of Massachusetts looked at me very, very seriously, and my case was dismissed for lack of evidence. So the statements that have been made about what it is that had happened that nobody could possibly know, what I am and who I am, are bald lies. They're bald lies that have been made by an individual who also, I believe, knows that they are lies. Um, so I don't have any hard feelings for any party attached to this case. It's live and let live, is how that situation is, and happily so. Yeah, any declarative representation of this matter can't possibly be correct by outside parties. And honestly, it's exactly the kind of material that online is really meant to hurt. These are the very directed attacks against people where I don't know if you guys are aware, but a lot of streamers have not just been, leaving these platforms, but there's a pretty nasty rash of them leaving the planet. And these kinds of efforts are meant to give you the feeling that you're being squeezed out of your entire life and that you will be redefined by this lie that maybe a powerful personality will get a hold of and do everything that they may with for maybe no reason at all. I mean, if you're talking straight up trolls from the chans, just for the lulz, like nothing personal, no personal beef, they'll just do it to do it. And that is the internet. It's been a nasty thing that, we've all seen. So yeah, I have been intentionally not paying any attention to the chat. And because this is just, I don't think I want to interact with, however positive, however negative, I don't know that I care. Although I did want to keep it on just so, I don't know, y'all could feel free enough to say anything about this as, I understand the complex feelings people may have about any kind of case like this. And that's also what terrifies me is, the whole point is you can wave one whiff of this under a bunch of people's nose. And without a whole lot of evidence, they will believe whatever it is. And not because they really care about solving anything. It's because it's another piece of candy on the internet. So that's what I needed to say on that. I'm going to continue on as I am again, like I said last time when I unquit my channel. I'm going to say and do and talk about what it is that I want to say and do and talk about, and going to give you the musics and the other stuff and some more protest and finish up this documentary series and all the other things. I'll be honest, the exposure of this information hit me very, very hard, and I've had a very difficult time this month. As it will. I'm not going to put on all of the brave face, and I think it's worth saying that these things are not done without massive effect. And we've seen it in this community already. We've seen lies spread about ex-Scientologists and never ends alike, protesters, commenters, to the effect where it would screw up their life or they would need to reach out for more mental health help or all of this stuff. And really, most of the time, for vindictive entertainment's sake. So yeah. Basically, yeah, just here to give a short message to refute this terrible lie. And I hope to see you out there for better things. Obviously, it's up for each and every one of you to, to choose your level of involvement with any of us and make up your own mind about any of these things. And I can only offer my perspective, and that's what it is. Wish you all well. Be good. See you next time.